And a bit of just dead leaves as well, right, Matt?
a lot of them are dead, and I think our fall foliage is just going to be duller this year. The drought is intense, and it's going to stay intense the next at least week. And we've got rain chances, and we're going to talk about them for next week. But as of right now, it doesn't look like anything that's drought busting. I mean, at least we get some showers, but that may hold off the drought from getting worse, but it's not necessarily going to wipe away the drought anytime soon. And so things are just dry. If you look at a lot of the leaves, they just continue to pull their chlorophyll early and just kind of turn more dull. They're not as bright as otherwise they would be. Now, we do have some cool nights ahead of us, and that helps change the fall leaves just in general, but without any water at all, they're just looking pretty dull. Let's show you the weather maps. I want to explain a little bit why. Why is the drought still lingering? Why are we not getting any rain chances? Because we can talk about, rain chances that day and that day, but we want to take you a little bit behind the forecast. And Hurricane Ian, or what's left of Hurricane Ian, is kind of influencing things. So here's Ian. The leftovers continue to bring some possibly heavy rain to parts of New York City and Philadelphia, Washington, D.C. It's stuck here. It's not moving. And generally, our patterns here in the central United States go from west to east, but they can't move east because Ian's blocking everything. And so nothing changes for a while until Ian can start to move a little bit up the coast and then eventually back out towards sea. Until then, the high pressure's here. We've been watching several rain bands get into parts of eastern Colorado, western Kansas, but they can't move any farther because of the high pressure. So once we get Ian to move, we can move the high pressure, and then we can move that cold front, and we'll eventually get some rain chances starting next week. But until then, things stay very dry, things stay consistent. We've got very nice fall weather. I mean, this is the kind of weather we talk about that we kind of want, where temperatures start kind of cool, and then we warm up to the 80s. Now, maybe a little bit warm for some folks, if we're here in mid-October. We should be more in the 70s generally, but still nice overall. We've got cooler weather, though, later this week. We've got 2 cold fronts on the way. So that cold front they were just looking at, what's happening is they kind of shoot at us, and then one forms in its place, so they just kind of keep coming at us. And we're going to get a couple later this week that will help drop temperatures, and that's what we're tracking next. So weather's consistent, just warm in the afternoon, cool at night, dry, perfectly clear sky for your Tuesday, for your Wednesday. But then a couple cold fronts come in later this week. They're dry cold fronts, though. They don't bring any rain. Thursday, and then one Friday, right after each other. And then another cold front starts to approach next week, and that's when finally the rain chances will start to move in. Here's just a very early look. It's not going to look exactly like this Monday into Tuesday, but as that cold front approaches, our rain chances will start to increase with this particular front because the jet stream will be in a better place to bring in more moisture. Right now, you have fronts passing through, but there's no water in the atmosphere. You don't get rain. This one will probably have a little bit more water. We're probably going to notice a lot more rain in Oklahoma, and then as things move east, some of them will fall apart, but at least we've got some rain chances underway. That's kind of, I think, the forecast now is we're just trying to figure out when it will rain next. Northwest Arkansas, 7-day forecast, 80s for the next couple of days. We get a lot cooler this week, and you saw that 68 on Saturday. That's going to be refreshing. Might be on the chilly side for some. In the River Valley, we've got 80s for much of this week, and then those cold fronts take a hit. We're going to have 70s this weekend, and hopefully a chance of some rain next week.
We're looking forward to cooler weather, and obviously we need the moisture.
We need both.
Right?
That's right.
All right. Thanks, Matt.
Sure.
Well, coming up here on your 5 News at 6, KJ Jefferson left Saturday's loss to Alabama with an injury. Will he be able to go for the Hogs game at Mississippi State? We'll have an update from Coach Pittman next in sports.